One of the most confusing patterns in our emotional lives is the way some of us instinctively retreat from love precisely when it finally arrives. We spend years longing to be chosen, to be understood, to be held with care. And yet, when someone appears who genuinely likes us, who smiles warmly when we enter the room, remembers small details about our day, asks thoughtful questions, and offers consistent affection, we do not always feel relief. Instead, a strange unease sets in. We may feel restless, trapped, or even physically uncomfortable. In time, we may do the unthinkable. We leave. This reaction seems irrational, even self-sabotaging. Why would we run from what we claim to desire most? To understand this, we need to look beneath the surface of adult relationships and into the deeper structures of emotional learning. A useful analogy comes from the world of physical nourishment. Imagine a child who grows up in severe poverty, surviving on very small amounts of food. Their body adapts to scarcity. Hunger becomes normal, the stomach shrinks. Wanting too much becomes dangerous. This child learns, quite intelligently, that survival depends on needing very little. Now imagine that this same person, years later, is suddenly presented with abundance, a table covered in rich dishes, warm bread, cheeses, fruit, desserts. One might expect delight, but often the opposite occurs. The body cannot tolerate the feast. The digestive system, shaped by deprivation, reacts with anxiety, nausea, or pain. What was once dreamed of becomes overwhelming. Too much nourishment feels threatening. This is how emotional deprivation works in love. Those of us who grew up in households where affection was limited, inconsistent, or unsafe learned early that closeness could not be relied upon. Love might appear and disappear without explanation. Warmth might be followed by withdrawal, rage, or indifference. In such environments, the safest strategy was emotional self-containment. We learned not to ask for much. We learned to survive on crumbs. As adults, this adaptation does not simply disappear. When a partner expresses genuine interest in us, wants to hear about our day, desires closeness, offers steady attention, we may feel suffocated rather than supported. When someone wants to spend a lot of time together, we may experience panic rather than pleasure. When admiration is offered, instead of feeling valued, we feel exposed, inadequate, or under pressure. Love in these moments does not feel like nourishment. It feels like invasion. If commitment is mentioned, moving in together, planning a future, marriage, our nervous system may respond as if a danger has been detected. We may suddenly lose desire. We may become irritable, distant, or critical. Sometimes we even sabotage the relationship entirely, starting an argument, withdrawing emotionally, or seeking attention elsewhere. This is not because we do not care, it is because caring feels unbearable. This discomfort is often misunderstood. From the outside, it can look like coldness, selfishness, or a fear of intimacy. From the inside, it feels like drowning. But in truth, it is neither cruelty nor pathology. It is the after effect of emotional scarcity. The avoidant response to love is not a flaw of character. It is a deeply logical survival strategy learned in a world where affection was unreliable or dangerous. The child who learned not to need too much was being wise. That strategy worked. It kept them emotionally intact. The tragedy is that the strategy remains in place long after the danger has passed. If we can recognize this, something important becomes possible. We can begin to speak about our needs without shame. We can explain, first to ourselves, then to our partners, that love is something we want, but that we must receive it slowly. We may need space. We may need time alone. We may need affection to arrive gently, not in floods. The most loving thing a partner can sometimes do is not to overwhelm us with kindness. Not yet. We may need love delivered carefully in small, manageable doses. A few hugs, not constant touch. Appreciation, but not relentless praise. Presence, but with room to breathe. Understanding this reframes the situation for both people. The partner no longer needs to feel rejected or insulted. The avoidant person no longer needs to feel broken. Together, they can see that this way of loving was shaped by a past that neither of them chose. And yet, this understanding also opens the door to growth, because while our caution once protected us, it may now be limiting us. The very defenses that kept us safe in childhood may be preventing us from receiving the nourishment we desperately need as adults. Love, slowly and respectfully offered, has the potential to recalibrate our emotional system. With time, patience, and insight, we may learn to tolerate greater closeness. We may discover that abundance no longer makes us sick, that affection does not always disappear, that we can survive being fully loved. And one day, perhaps, we will no longer need to ration joy so carefully. We will no longer fear the very thing that heals us. We will be able to remain where warmth is offered, not because we force ourselves to, but because our nervous system finally understands that it is safe.